full of like acorns and rat turds. Great.
Ow!
Hi everyone, my name is Nick. This is my low buck channel I like to call Sunday Driver Rides. Thanks for joining me. Here's the 68 Firebird that I've been working on that I'm waiting for parts for. Yay. And here's the hot mess, you know, the rags and crap I gotta fix. And all the other junk. Anyway, you know what? We're not gonna work on that this episode. I'm waiting on some brake parts for it. Then I need to stuff the exhaust in it, and I want to drive it. But like I said, it's just not going to happen right now. I got to wait for parts. So what are we going to do instead? We're going to do something I've been kind of itching to do for a while. We're going to dig into that. That is a 360 Mopar engine out of like an 80-something Dodge 3/4 ton or a half-ton van with, I believe, a 727 transmission behind it. That's what's going to go in my 69 Charger. So what I want to do is I want to slowly start picking at that and I want to rebuild it and go through it all. And if I just do it little by little, then I can afford it easier, because all this stuff is expensive. So if I just pick little by little at it, it doesn't hurt so bad then, right? So that means I got to dig it out of here. Yeah, I mean, look at this crap. Yeah, I gotta empty this out. Let's get this over to the other side of the garage and start tearing it down. I'm excited. Better than expected. All right, plan of attack. Get all this crap off of here I don't need. And then I think I still got, let's see, yep, this is still hooked up. So I'll lift it up, get the little dolly out from under the tire, disconnect the transmission, and then get this up on the engine stand. Yeah, sounds like a plan. All right, up we go. Cool. Come on. Come on, let go. You can go over there. I don't know. What is this even? Shifter off the fan. Don't need that. No wiring. Yeah, we'll figure that out later. All right, per usual, I'm getting ahead of myself. Before I separate the engine and transmission, I gotta do a couple things. First things first, I gotta get rid of the starter and where this wiring goes. And then there should be an inspection plate down low. I'll take that off. And I'll unbolt the torque converter on it. Then the bell housing bolts. Then should come apart. Unless I forgot something else, which is very possible. Oh, and also I want to show you guys this. I've got my nice big Snap-on toolbox. It has all my tools over there on the other side of my garage, which I don't have a big garage, but still, getting up and down takes time. So a while back, I made this, I got this bucket all together with tools just for going to the junkyard. But you know what? It's nice when I work on something in here, I just keep it close to me and I don't have to get up and down and listen to my knees scream at me. It's actually kind of nice. So yeah, you guys, it's just a 5-gallon bucket with tools and this fancy, whatever, that's a Husky brand. But who cares what brand you have, just as long as something holds tools. It's nice. All right, starter's out. Just 2 bolts, pretty simple. I took out the plate, which is filthy. I'll have to clean that. Now I'll have to see that bolt right there. There should be like 3 or 4 of them. I'm actually, on Mopars, I'm not actually sure. So, but I'll find out. I'll take off this one, then I'll spin the flywheel, take off all the other ones. And then I'll probably put this, the dolly, underneath the transmission, drop it down a little bit, take out my bell housing bolts, pull it apart, see what happens. All right, now that I got the tow converter bolts out of the way, I actually had to do a bracket for the tranny cooler lines too. I can ditch the bell housing bolts. Of course, I've got it on the dolly. Just take the weight off of it. Yay. You know what's dumb? When they put an oil filter right in the way of that bell housing bolt. Yeah, it's a Lee brand oil filters. What brand is that? I have no idea. I've never heard of Lee. LF16. I'll have to put that in my notes for the next Lee oil filter I get. All right, anyway, let's take this off. And you know what? Yeah, I need my oil filter wrench. Take this off, and I get to that bolt, and I'll get the rest of the bolts, and then we'll separate it. Dumb. All right, one more bolt, then I should be able to split it, I think. Yep, there it goes. Okay. Let's see. Ooh. Probably should have lowered it more, but that's light. There we go. I'd say she's split. Let go. There you go. Look at the 8-mile long dipstick tube for this tranny. You can tell it came out of a van just from that. Nice. It's awesome. Disconnected. All right, now we'll ditch the flex plate right here. This is just a tiny little flex plate. And then put this up. I gotta find bolts for this thing, but put it on the engine stand. All right, get in there, you dang thingy me jiggy. I gotta go higher. Alright. Come on. There we go. Come on. Run. Get in there. Oh. Oh, there. Just like that, it's hooked up. All right, now that I've got this on an engine stand, you can kind of see what I've got going here. I took off the spark plug wires, but it's full of like acorns and rat turds. Great. So what I'm gonna do before I do anything else is take a vacuum to this thing, clean it up. Then I'll probably take off the exhaust, what are these things called? Valve covers, the carburetor, the intake, the distributor. I'll take all that fun stuff off, and we'll just start stripping this sucker down and see what we have to work with. Here we go. All right, here's what we got so far. Actually, you know, it's not that dirty. You know, it's got some sludge to it. She needs to be cleaned. But, you know, it could be a lot worse. I'm actually pretty happy with the way this looks. And the engine was free. I made sure of that, you know, before, but non-adjustable rockers. So we just got to get everything perfect when we put the heads back together, you know. But you know what? I mean, see the cam too. The cam, I don't see any wiped out lobes. It's kind of nice, you know. There's wear, of course, but I don't see any that look bad. Cool. All right, so let's go a step further and let's take the heads off, huh? Heads off, and honestly, I think I've got a good little engine here. I mean, honestly, look at this one. I'm not doing very good with the camera, am I? But you know, can you see that? I can see crosshatch still in that one. Look at that thing. That's great. And there's really, I don't feel a ridge. Very little, very minute, but it is. I think I've got a good little engine here. And it's the same on this side. You know? It is. It's great. I mean, I picked... Actually, Dad found this engine. Dad, thank you.
I love you, Dad.
This is a good little engine, I think. So, here's my dilemma. I don't like new cams. New cams, they're cheap. The steel, I just don't think it's good steel. So, I don't know what I'm going to do. I got to think about that one. If I'm going to keep this cam or spend money. I mean, I could get roller lifters and that'll save the cam for sure, but I don't know. Getting ahead of myself a little bit. Anyway, I got to drain the oil, take off the pan, and see what's in there. All right. You know what? I think that's as far as I'm going to go today with this thing. Like I said, I'm just going to bite it off in chunks. Yeah, just so it's more manageable. So I'll probably work on the heads or have the heads worked on. And then eventually I'll tear this down more. And you know what? I mean, maybe it just needs a dingle ball. Maybe it just needs to be honed a little bit. And I can just reuse the pistons and throw some new rings in it and save some money. Who knows? You know, but I'll still check the bearings and all the other fun stuff. So, but for now, I'm going to leave it like this. I don't want to tear any more down until I'm ready to dive back into it. So I'll work on the heads next and just be happy. So, which I am. This engine looks great. So anyway, until next time, thank you for watching. I sure do appreciate it. If you could like and subscribe, I'd be forever grateful. So once again, per usual, I'm slow to comment. I apologize. I get busy. So crappy excuse, but it's the only one I got. So anyway, thanks again for watching. Take care.